Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about a mystery, the mystery of the ghost dog. So if you have no idea who I'm talking about, the ghost dog is a yellow Labrador Retriever in GTA 5. Now, the only person the dog ever comes in contact with is Franklin Clinton, who is evidently the only one who can see and communicate with this dog. So the dog, along with Dexy and Chop, are the only dogs in Grand Theft Auto 5 who play a part in a mission. So let's talk about where we ultimately meet up with this ghost dog. So the dog is first encountered in the Vinewood Hills. Now Franklin follows the dog along a dirt path where he ultimately finds Dom Beasley, and he finds him there hanging by the lines of his parachute in a tree, appearing to have gotten stuck from a previous jump or from a previous skydive that he ended up doing. Now, Franklin's interpretation of the dog's barking had indicated that Dom would be in the tree, and after Franklin helps Dom untangle himself, the dog disappears without explanation, but then reappears in the final mission of the series, Uncalculated Risk, where under similar circumstances, Franklin finds the dog barking, this time near the Land Act Dam. Now, the dog ultimately leads him to the edge of the dam where he finds Dom preparing to jump off the dam without a parachute. And as we know from a previous video I just did, Dom then jumps off the edge of the dam and dies on impact with the ground, and the dog disappears once again. Strangely, no explanation is given for the dog or its abilities, leading players to form their own conclusions about his nature. The dog's fate remains ambiguous for the rest of the game. So now here are some theories on what this ghost dog actually is. It is presumed that this dog might actually be the acting guardian angel of Dom, assuming that he's a ghost. So that would make sense because everywhere we see this dog, we see Dom doing something crazy or stupid or getting himself in a pretty awful situation. Now, on an in-game website known as acceptthechaos.com, there's a picture of a family which includes two children, a father, a mother, and a dog. Now, the family was taking a trip in their Regina car when apparently they had an accident and crashed into a tree. The whole family, including the dog, ended up dying in the accident. Now, the accident location is not clear, but it could be near the Vinewood Hills location where Franklin first encountered the dog. So that right there may explain what this dog is. That might actually be the ghost of the dog that died in that accident. And if it is similar to the location where Dom was found, maybe it's acting as its ghost or its spirit, or as some sort of guardian angel. That, of course, is one theory right there. Now, another theory is this might actually be Michael DeSanta's dog that we never knew about. So interestingly enough, if you actually go inside Michael's house, photographs of a similar golden retriever can be found in the living room and in Tracy's bedroom in the DeSanta household, which suggests that they or one of their relatives owned a dog. So if that's not the DeSanta's dog, maybe it's the family that we see on that website. As horrifying as that might be, there is a good chance that that actually could be the case. And that might be either Michael's dog that has run away and has been lost. We don't really know because throughout the game and throughout the dialogue, Michael or any of his family members never mentions anything of a dog. So there's obviously a ton of different theories that you could gather from this. Michael may have lost the dog or it might have run away. And throughout the game, he just might have never mentioned it. Maybe he was too busy pulling off heists or worrying about Martin Madrazo trying to kill him or Trevor, or maybe he actually sold the dog to that family and that was the end of it and there was no further story. Maybe when he moved from North Yankton to Los Santos, he got rid of the dog. I'm really not too sure. There's a lot of different theories here, but there's something interesting about this dog. It shows up only when Dom is in trouble. And that's where I think we have some interesting, or maybe the dog has some sort of interesting abilities. And one of those interesting abilities is to communicate with Franklin only. So the dog's ability to communicate only with Franklin could possibly be a reference to both Franklin's caring attitude towards animals, obviously his pet Chop, and the Border Collie Lassie, a dog who can communicate with humans. So that would be pretty interesting too. Or I wonder if it has something to do with Franklin himself. Again, he's the only character that cannot be killed in the game. So I wonder if that's why the dog ultimately goes through him. Now, what's also kind of interesting is the dog can be killed during the mission, but it actually will not affect the mission. So what would have been interesting is if Rockstar had put a provision on this mission where if the dog died, then the mission would end up failing itself, but it actually doesn't. And the reason I ultimately believe it's a ghost dog is because only Franklin can see it, and on top of that, it disappears, When Franklin asked, did anyone else see a dog? Everyone's like, what are you talking about? There's no dog here. It's only you and me. So I think the mystery for this is fairly interesting. Does this dog belong to the DeSantas? Did it run away? Is it lost? Is this the dog from the Accept the Chaos website with the, really graphic image of the dead family and the dead dog? I really don't think any of us are going to know, but I do think this is one of the most interesting mysteries in Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What do you think happened to this dog? Why do you think it's a ghost dog? Did it belong to Michael DeSanta? Did it, come from the Accept the Chaos website? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.